I've worked in Create for 3 years now. I started out as a local coach in the consortium part of the project, and now I coordinate that piece. The first year that I started to now this being near the end of the third year, the number of teams that I see involved, we've grown so much in the 3 years with the number of people that come together to actually have the conversations. Many teachers say there's a greater awareness, there's some anxiety tied around it, new learning for them, and then of course they're anxious to move forward as quickly as they possibly can, because now there's an awareness of some of the work that needs to be done and the great scale that needs to be done. I really believe that in this third year we're seeing it the roots start to deepen quite a bit. You know, at first it was just a seed. The first 2 years I really felt we're just planting the seeds and beginning the conversation. This year feels like we've really kind of moved over that hump, and more of it is becoming system-wide. I know of a high school student who was curious. She is a biracial student, was curious about some of the information that she was hearing from her teachers, just kind of overhearing it, and has begun to study the idea of white privilege, has written a paper about it, and is going to present it as a persuasive speech. As teachers have talked about it, as she's overheard that conversation, as she's heard, others trying to understand it, she herself wanted to understand more about it as a biracial student, and what does that mean for her. So in that respect, it's kind of a new idea that she'll present to her peers, as well as to teachers who haven't had that understanding yet. So she's starting to dig into some of the work that's being shared here at Create. I hope that we can get more and more people involved, more and more districts involved, so that we have a greater impact for all students across our state. That it isn't an initiative that our state takes on, that it really is part of the whole system as we talk about culturally relevant practices, as we talk about the ongoing professional development, that systematically we approach it for every school district in the state. That would be my hope.